Hi, it's MorningStar. Spirit is here. Oh my God, I am just being inundated. So I don't know, just join me on this ride. That was so awesome. Alexa, repeat that song. Sote shukote no to shahate ishishiyate. Take some deep breaths. Breathing, dialing in. To shuko, to shuko, to shuko, to shuko. Sending out this message to all those that need to hear it and receive it today. The, the power of this is the same whether you watch it now or later. Man, they're going right into it. It's here. It's already happening. All you have to do is just breathe and receive what's being. It's like a shimmery lavender lilac curtain from the heavenlies. Seeing beautiful hearts coming in. Oh, a smile of blue sapphire diamond. This is a light, not like it is a light activation right now. Palms. Third eye. Causal chakra. Heart chakra, throat chakra. And the chakra that's in the feet. Wow, I hope you can hear this music. This is called actually Saint of Sin. But it's so I don't care about names. I don't care about names. It's so freaking awesome. I hope you all can hear this. Just going to stay with us another couple minutes with this, and then we'll continue on. This is the alignment part. Energy coming in, activating the chakras. Breathe. Wow. Beautiful sunlight burst. Green energy. Evergreen. Lilac. Sorry. Lime. So it's the theme of trees today. Christmas tree. Trees. Okay, I'm going to do my rain stick. It's not that I forgot. It just, anyway, say it with me. Thank you. And here we go. Wow, that is the best medicine. Man, that's being lit right there. You can't discern your hand from your nose. It's like the best drug in the entire universe, and it is the best drug in the entire universe. Okay, Alexa, next. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Christmas trees and why it's in. I'm going to slow. Alexa, play calm meditation music. Because it's like that energy comes in, and all of a sudden it's like I feel like I become the ever ready bunny, right? Like, but then it's like having to slow everything down. It's okay. Yes, this is perfect. All right, so salutations to grandmother. Oh, ito shukode ata ana aishishi and white wolf. Oto ishi ata shishishi ata na aite echichikata. Thank you. 5 beings walking down the driveway. Ata ono ashikate atato. Raphael, oto ishi ata no chikade au atoya. Okay, then let the story begin. Just showed me a book open, and we're writing history. We're writing the pages. We're writing words. Everything has energy and power. And if you've never seen me before on MorningStar, you can catch some of my past lives and stuff. But it has been such a time of transformation, such transcendence, energy of just unparalleled, at least in my lifetime. So far. So far. And your words have such power that it actually activates the energy inside your body. So if you just walked around all day saying thank you, 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 it elevates the energy. Thinking about a flower, your favorite flower in the whole world, your favorite person in the whole world, your favorite scene. Imagery, imagery, imagery. So I'm gonna smoke a cigarette, just kind of calm my ass down here a little bit. Grandma says, she's like, thumbs up, keep going. So we just got over Alexa next. So we just got over the holiday season and the Christmas season, right? And so I was sitting out here. I don't know if it was this morning or last night, but the visual of the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree, what? Lit up in all of your favorite colors. And it's so beautiful that even if you wanted a black Christmas tree with black lights, it's so cool that we have so many choices and options. And stay with me, I'm going somewhere on this. So, in choosing choosing your Christmas tree, it might be artificial. It doesn't really matter. It's all energy. Or you could go cut one in the woods, whatever you prefer, whatever you preferred. And then you choose the lights that goes on your wonderful Christmas tree. And so with everything being energy, everything, words, everything has energy, everything. So the Christmas tree represents celebration, of course, and help and light. So I noticed that when I place a Christmas tree in the house, I used to have like 3 or 4 Christmas trees in the house where my children grew up. I had one of my, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, but I have this tree that, it's beautiful. Of course, you get them on sale after Christmas at Michael's or whatever at a phenomenal price, whatever, doesn't matter. So anyway, I digress. So the placement of the Christmas tree in the house, right? At least for me, so I could see it from the living room, the kitchen, walking down the hall. and it's just there, and it's a symbolic, it symbolizes the holiday season. It symbolized the Christmas season, and it was lit, and I would keep my tree on. I didn't turn it off. Once it was up, it was on until it was time to take it down. And so anyway, in thinking about this Christmas tree and thinking about the lights on the tree, then, and even sitting here, I would sit here and all I had to do was look in this window and I'd see it'd be the darkest night, but yet there is the Christmas tree all lit up in the most beautiful lights that I choose. So, in the reflection of that, transferring that word picture into us, into our higher selves, that we have the ability and the conceivability to always be lit like the Christmas tree. I know this is a simple message, but it is expounding upon expounding upon expounding simple truth. Simple. Breathe. Simple. Simple. The light, the shape, all of it. The shape of the Christmas tree, right? Whoa, those that have like a star on the top. I think my tree I put a crown on top of my tree. Breathe. So some blue, light blue star energy just came in. So I think that's also important to note that when people go live, when people, you watch people or whatever, especially in the spiritual giftings, it's being received from upon on high. I reference the river, the the river, man. It's just right there. Whoa, it's just right there. All you have to do is touch into that river, breathe. Oh my God, and it just starts pouring and streaming and flooding. Oh my God, thank you. So I, in my humanity, in and of myself, can't give you anything. I can give you a lot of smoke up the ass, all that kind of stuff. But in my highest self, in my highest version of who I am, and in the atmospheric energetic codes, symbology that comes in, right? That's how, as healers, as light workers, that we receive the energy as vessels, and then we send it back out. And when anyone ever goes live, they're not only talking to you, they're talking to themselves. So grandmother wants me to touch on that. So if your natural body, naturalness is hearing from you, I don't have enough money to do this, I can't do that. Or, spirit of accusation. Who do those people think they are? Your ears hear what your energetic words are thinking. So if you are in a context of a vortex of just bleh, well, then your ears hear it and then you expect it. And then you actually start, you start building your own energy of that vortex. Bleh. But if you are speaking forth magical, whatever words you want to use, it doesn't matter, across the whole context of all of humanity. I don't care what religion you are. If you are not, I don't care what it, if you speak, so it is. Good, bad, or the ugly. If you want blessings in your life, you speak them forth. You write them, you dance them, you feel them. It's like eating your favorite meal and then wanting to just dive into it. Of course, it's energy. It's energy. And the grand buffet of life. What are you going to eat? What are you going to eat? There's a lot of choices on this grand buffet. What are you going to do? Okay, so I can go there. So I was talking to grandmother. So I'm going to go on a cruise in May. I'm hoping to take my granddaughter. And I'm like, so I was thinking about it. And my wife and I were watching, sorry. A foodie kind of movie, right? And they're like going to all these restaurants and, it's all this food. I'm not a foodie person. My kids are foodie people. I'm not a foodie person. I'm like, I don't know if y'all get what I mean. Like when they serve certain things and there's this foamy stuff and then maybe a green mold, a green shaped thing and all of this. I'm not a foodie person. I don't know the wordology. I don't know the phrase. I don't even know if I want to eat it. So it was funny because I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh my God, on this cruise, there's going to be like all this food. And I'm going to be like, I feel like the little country mouse going to the big city with all of this lights and food and experiences. And I've traveled a lot in my life, a lot, but it's been, I don't know, 30 some years since I've actually taken a cruise. I usually like to go someplace and stay. And that's part of my, I can choose when I want to wake up. I can choose what I do, whatever. But, cruises, anyway, it doesn't matter. But so anyway, I was thinking about that and all of the wonderful surprises. If I keep my spirit in that mode of surprises, it's not going to be hard. It's going to be easy. It's not going to be hard to get to Tampa. It's going to be easy. It's going to be easy to book an Airbnb. It's going to be easy getting the lift to the cruise ship. It's going to be easy. It's going to be, then, I visualize and see myself standing, holding hands with my granddaughter at the railing, and we're leaving port. And then the next day you wake up, right? And all you see, or all I'm going to see, is just blue water. Just water. Wow. Water. And then the next day, the Bahamas. A lot of you have traveled, this is no big deal to you. It's no big deal to a lot of people, but, it's something that's coming up on my, I haven't, I lived in Tampa. That was like vacation Mecca. Everybody came there to Clearwater Beach for their vacation if they wanted to stay stateside, or Pensacola, and we lived there for a while too. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Digress. So where am I? So in the vortex, it's fun. It's going to be surprises. Everything. I don't have to worry about all of the paperwork. I don't have to worry about, see, even if I start thinking about that, it takes me over here, or as I was over here earlier, it doesn't matter. I could get caught up in all of that. But if I switch and just let it work out, just, the cruise ship knows what they're doing. They're going to hand me all the paperwork that I need to do. I don't have to figure out a damn thing. All I got to do is pay for it and show up, and everything like a grand buffet is set before you. Well, take that into your life. Your life is like you show up, right? And you're like, okay, right? So I am going to, okay, so grandma's like, yeah, so I'm going to touch on it. So the past couple of months, probably 6 months. Okay, let's be honest. She always kind of had some sour notes for me. But if you heard like one of my last lives, so it was like cutting a background puppeteer that, until you're ready to see something, and I'd asked, I want to be set free. I don't care. I'm going here. So whatever it takes to get me from here to there, let it happen. Make it happen, right? So they answered the call. They cut the puppet. I collapsed, and then I had to find my footing again. Right now, I am in charge. I am in charge. I am in charge of this vessel, right? Until maybe the next time that I want to go higher, then they have to show me. They'll show me, and they'll have to show you or me the context of something else that's just in the background. That's like a frame somewhere. That's just like, okay, this energy back here, you haven't seen it yet, needs to be cleared up in order to even go more. And that's just it. That's it. And it's like a game. It's like a game. And my problem is that I got so caught up in the BS of feeling sad, right? That vortex. Okay, I'm going to point this way. That vortex of, oh, woe is me. Oh, woe is me. I'm feeling sad. I'm depressed. I can't, oh, I want to do all this and I can't do it. And and it's this person's fault and this person's fault. And aren't you hearing me, spirit? Aren't you hearing me? Haven't I done the work? Haven't I blah, blah, right? I mean, it's just like puking, right? I mean, it's just like spitting it all out, right? But as they cut the strings and as you continue with your daily practice of what strengthens you, brings you in, there we go, brings you into alignment, then what happens? Your vessel gets filled. Foundationally, you learn to start standing again. Again, this is a reoccurring process that takes place again and again and again and again to live the highest version of yourself now. The highest version of yourself to date now. 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 Just checking with grandmother where I should go next. Okay, so like last night, Whiff and I were having a conversation, and I was thinking about blocks of time that are in my life. Like when my children turned, it was their birthday yesterday, and I was like, geez, Joseph, been married 29 years ago. I was giving birth on this day, yesterday, 29 years ago. And I was thinking about that. And I was like, all of the time, all of the years that have gone by, and if you wanted to take the movie of your life that's like running up here, and then you like, okay, slow this down. Okay, now let's bring it down. Okay, now we're gonna take this frame and slow it down. Breathe, and then okay, I'm gonna take this frame and then slow it down. Breathe, and then I'm gonna take this frame of the master film that's running. Breathe, slow it down, and I'm gonna take this frame and slow it down in this frame and slow it down. Okay, that's for somebody out there. I don't know why I just did that, but I did. Okay, so in blocks of time that I was talking about last night with White Wolf, it's as if it's like they're gone. It's like the memory of those blocks of time are gone. It's like even the thought process of who I was maybe in thinking about when I was 36 or when I was this age and that age, and I kind of felt the process and the energy of each beingness of who I was in that energy field going back. And so I kind of traced it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's that. Oh yeah. Okay. That's what it felt to be it. And when I was 26, I remember the energy of 26. I remember the energy of 46. That's fun. Anyway, my 40s, my mid 40s was like my 20s, but thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So anyway, but there's like these whole blocks of time that are just like, they're gone. Maybe like they're gone out of my mind. Unless I want to take a frame and slow it down and say, okay, because everything is happening at the same time, right? The past, the present, and the future. In terms of universality, in terms of all of the high tech, higher words that I apparently cannot get right now. Right? The energetic, it's all the mass, the field. There we go. The mass, the field is all running at the same time, past, present, and future. Now I can say this so in one of Dolores Cannon's feeds I was listening to, her and her daughter could actually talk to help. What's his name? Mind blank, not Nicodemus, the guy that shimmered, the guy that skimmered in the 500s during the Dark Ages. What is his name? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, they were having an actual dialogue with him in a meditation time. So energetically, he is from the 500s, right? The Dark Ages. But yet, Dolores Cannon and her daughter, whenever it was, I don't even know if it was the 90s or the 2000s, I don't know. But they were having a conversation with them. I was like, okay, so that's really cool. I've had conversations with past versions of myself. I've had conversations with past versions of myself in other planets. I have had a conversation with Ra at the beginning of time, and I wrote a poem about it, about when Ra. Anyway, it was so beautiful. I'm sorry, I'm not one of these people that can just say my poem and be like lit, like right that I haven't advanced to that stage yet, but it happened. Had a discourse with Ra at the big event that brought all of this into happening. Then going into the future, I find myself in my gifting. If I let's say I have a trip coming up, and I was just talking about the cruise, but in the past, I like all the time, even like when I had children, and as a protective helicopter, mom of always wanting to make sure your children are safe, you're hovering, making sure that this one's safe. I would tap into my gifting. I would tap into source, and I would wait. I'd tap in, and then I'd see them or me, and both of us, or I'd see the situation already happening. And then it gave me confidence, and it was like, it relieved the stress. It relieved the anxiety, the angst of how a certain situation was going to work out. So, and I did that multiple and multiple and multiple and multiple times for anything. I don't care if it's, feeling into something of, should I buy this? And it's like feeling into it. Okay. Feeling into it means in the future version of yourself, you already did it. You're already driving it. You're already living in it. You're already walking on the sands in there at that place. You're already seeing that mountain view. You're already with this different partner or with whatever it is. And so it's like, yeah, you feel into it. It's like, yeah, I've already done it. The 3D is experiencing it here now, right here. You could just, it's already gone right here. But the future self, it's already there too. It's already present. It's all breathe. This is a leading edge. This is a leading edge thing that we're doing here. This is leading edge, okay? For whatever reason, I had to say that. So seeing yourself in future versions of yourself can bless you, especially if you're having anxiety or angst about anything that is happening in your life, on anything. 5 golden stars. Breathe. Just kind of letting that energy kind of came in like just kind of letting it reverberate and settle down and get into the energy field, especially of me and my 3D, the codex. And when I say codex, it's like the imagery of the Matrix, and it's all energy. It's all energy. Even the movies that come out, it's all energy. It's source speaking to us one way or the other. If you have eyes to see and ears to listen. Oh, and I'm going to share about that. So I was talking also in the conversation last night, how I am more visually cued person. I look for symbols, billboards, things like that. And I was listening to Abraham talk about she and her sisters and daughter would go out, and then they would listen for the audio cues to come back, and you could hear it. She said you could hear it from a conversation here. You're walking in a mall here. It could be something that you were talking about yesterday, and there it is. Someone just talked about it and said it, and then there it is. And I was funny because I was like, I've been so, I don't know if it's just my gifting that it's the visual for me. And I was like, wow, I would like to tune up my frequency in the audio to hear those conversations, to hear that. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that experience in the buffet of life of the audio in my own self, getting tuned in more in the audio. It's magic. It's we can work with this entity of ourselves. There have been so many supernatural things that have happened in my life, of supernatural things showing up in the 3D. I'm going to light the cigarette because it kind of keeps me tapped in here now. So remember in the 1990s, Spirit was doing some really incredible things. And all my children have giftings too. They can all, different ones can hear and, see and different stuff. It does run in families. It is in family lines. If it skips a generation, then usually it's the grandchild that will receive the gifting. But if you, anyway, help. Okay, so in the 1990s, Spirit was doing a lot of incredible, I was seeing this incredible stuff. Like, I would have visions, but this was like turning on a light. Okay, so I was laying in bed one night, and I did an interview with someone who did the interview. I don't know if it was White Wolf that did the interview. It doesn't matter. But anyway, I talked about a lot of supernatural things that happened. And okay, Grandma's saying, go with it, talk about it. So I was laying in my bed one night, and the doors open to the hall, and I'm laying there, and I was woken up. Sound. I was woken up, and a light, an incredible glowing light was moving down the hallway. And I was almost afraid to look because I could sense it getting brighter. I could see it getting brighter. And this globe, like the size of a bowling ball or bigger, was hovering in between the children's bedrooms and our bedroom, and it was just hovering there, probably about 4 or 5 feet off the ground. Ha! Ha! And then it came in to the room, and then it hovered over the bed, and I'm laying there looking at this light, and then I was kind of looking at the light on the wall and seeing how it reflected. Oh man, there we're gonna go there. And then it exploded into a billion lights, and it went like a star all over the bedroom walls, the ceiling, me, the covers, the walls, and everything. And then all of a sudden, it was like the energy of the wallpaper became energy, and it was moving. The moving of the wallpaper, it was like a floral. I was really into beautiful floral 1990 wallpaper, and all of the wallpaper became energy, and I could see it moving, right? And I've talked in the past about being woken up as a new parent, and you're like, oh my God, it's a child breathing, and you go in, and I open up the bedroom door to my first baby's room, and I just go in, and I did this countless times in maybe 3 months until the child's birth. They were laying in it, and I'd go in, I'd lay my hand on their chest, and like, okay, yeah, they're breathing, okay, everything's fine. I did that countless times. So one night I opened up the door, and there were these orbs flying all over the room, from pinpointed to the size of like that, all over the room, just beautiful. And there was orange and lime green and purples and sky blue and pink, and they were playing and dancing, and it was just all over, and it was just incredible. And I took my hand like this, and I was playing with the energy of it, right? So grandmother's saying right now, if you want to see the energy, just ask Source to open your eyes to see the energy, to see the supernatural, to see the wonder. It's like seeing a rainbow in the natural and then seeing it appear over your bed in your sleep, or the midnight sky appears. I've had angels appear in my room. I have seen glorious angels. I was at my parents' house, went to go check the thermostat one night, walked, bedroom was at one end, long, living room's out here, long hall to the bedroom that had, right? Walking, go down, I'm just going to check, open up the door, check the thermostat, close the door. I walked back down, and I felt energy behind me. And when I turned around, the most beautiful angel, she was in beautiful velvet purple and all golden and white crystalline energy, and she was just following me, and I just turned, and I kept walking to the bedroom, and and I was like, wow. And then that was that. So there was just countless times of the supernatural seeing, and I'm not the only one, and many of you that see me, you have this gifting. But if you don't and you want it, well, just ask them to bring it, and be ready to open up your heart and let it expand your heart, because when you ask for it, it is given. It is automatically given when you ask. It doesn't matter how much vernacular time has gone by, 6 months ago, 20 years ago, when you asked, and if it hasn't shown up yet in the 3D, it's still coming. It's still coming, because the past is current with the present and the future. So anything you've asked back there and you haven't seen yet, it's still coming, people. It's still coming. It's still coming. It's still coming. Wow, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Thank you. I'm honored to talk about those things, to share the energetic energy of that, the supernaturalness of that, of how living in a 3D world is really a supernatural world. Everything that gives, source energy, that gives life and breath to everything, 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 the leaves, butterflies, everything that keeps your heart beating. Now that river's coming down even more. There's healing going out. I'm getting healing to my heart right now, because there's an aspect of myself that has a bit of a hard time still talking about all of the supernatural things that happen, that have happened in my life, that are really incredible. And I have an appointment with the publisher. It's going to end up being Monday. Got the title of to my book, and so how they do it, they start backwards. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the things that are coming. And if you've watched me and saw me, 2 months ago, or saw me, a month ago, and what was going on, and now seeing this, let it encourage you. that to know that change is real and change happens, and that no matter how maybe the present darkness of what it seems like around you, that the sun continually rises. It doesn't matter if you're in Hawaii, Spain, Canada, North Pole, South Pole, the sun continually rises and sets every single day, no matter where you're at. No matter where you're at. And so does change. Change is real. Change happens. That thing's spinning out in this vortex here that's getting spun out. And over here, breathe, is the river. The river. The river. And it comes down and it flows over your heart. And it's like an energetic feeling as you breathe. And you can feel it coming down over your eyes and your cheeks. There's the throat, on down shoulders, heart chakra, solar plexus, on down, and then grounding it. Let's go ahead and ground this energy deep into Middle Mother Gaia Earth. Breathe. Okay. So I get to share with you what they just did. So I went down. We went down the right. We're grounding the energy, and there were 5 aspects of myself that are in Middle Mother Gaia Earth, and I was literally just having a slight nod, confirmation, talking to a version of myself in five, something with the 5 in there. So I had to share that for whatever reason. We are very powerful supernatural beings. We don't yet at times realize just how powerful we are, and we can be, and becoming the supernatural being that you can change the weather in your area. If you don't like it, change it. If you don't like what's happening, change it. Call it forth, call it in. Crap, I could go on and on and on about things like that and talks about like that. It's okay. It's all right. Everything's good and wonderful and beautiful. No, I'm not kidding. If I want living in the Midwest, and if it hadn't snowed yet, and I wanted snow, and I wanted some days off with the kids to have snow days, I would send it out, and I'd say, you know what, send us 24 inches of snow. And I kid you not, within a week, breathe, or 2, it would happen. And the next thing you know, you got 2-3 days off. And it's like playing. It's like learning to play with the words and the powerful words that we can speak over our lives. Thank you. Now we've come full circle to the beginning of the video. The words of speaking blessing over your life. Speaking blessings. No matter what. No matter what. No matter what. It's just right here. Tapping into that supernatural vision, that sky blue. For me, it's a sky blue vision. It's just, and I caught myself. It was like one day, and since I came over from Tampa the last couple of days, I'd wake up and there was some negative kind of, it was like, nope. And I immediately went here. And then when I went there, it stopped. It just like evaporated. It was just like, just energy that just popped, and then it just left, because I just went, nope, I'm going to smile, and I'm going to go right there to that visual. I'm going to smile, and it's beautiful, and everything is beautiful and wonderful, and everything always works out for me. Always. It always works out for me. It works out for you too. It's pretty incredible. So, breathe. I love you. I love me. Hi, I see me right now. I love you, and I'm proud of you. Okay? You're going a lot of places. It's happening really fast, and it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Breathe. It's okay. Okay, you're going to make it. You're already doing it. Breathe. You're already there. You're already there doing it. Okay, you're already there. Breathe. Okay. All right. Settling it all in. Thank you. And here comes the sun. All right. Blessings. Morning Star. Peace out.